This is Mujib from North Country Kettlebells. Today I'm going to talk about the two-handed swing and some of the mechanics that go into doing two-handed swings safely and effectively. One of the primary benefits of doing proper kettlebell swings is that it teaches the body how to keep the core engaged while going through dynamic movement. So if I'm running, my core will stay more engaged. If I'm riding bikes, my core will stay more engaged because I'm teaching my body over a long period of time how to fully engage the core while doing another dynamic movement. One of the best benefits of a two-handed swing is that it's going to teach a lot of the swing mechanics that go into the other kettlebell momentum-based movements, cleans, snatches, and any of the double work or any of the kettlebell juggling that we're going to do. So if you can perfect your two-handed swing, it's going to go a long way to perfecting a lot of those other momentum-based movements. To keep things pretty simple, I'm just going to introduce 4 basic components of a kettlebell swing that'll make your swing a lot safer than it would be if you didn't keep these things in mind. Now, the first component, I always want to think that the back of that kettlebell swing, the kettlebell is always going to be above my knees. So as I'm going into my backswing, I want to keep my arms as close to my body as possible. I want to keep the kettlebell as close to my hips as possible. And therefore, on that backswing, it should look as if that kettlebell handle is always staying above my knees. When we come up for that kettlebell swing, you're going to see a lot of variation in how high the kettlebell goes once the hips drive. The main thing is just that you're not too concerned in the beginning about how high it's going. Meaning, I don't want to work so hard to try to pull that kettlebell up that I start to disrupt the mechanic of my swing. I just want my hips to power the movement, and as high as the kettlebell can go under control, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to imagine that I have a coin that I'm squeezing with my buttocks or my glutes as I get to the top of my movement. Squeezing the quarter is going to be a great way to make sure that I'm keeping the core engagement that I need to do proper swings without my lower back taking on too much stress. If by chance you're already doing swings and you find that at times your lower back gets stressed out from the swing, just remember that phrase, squeeze the quarter, practice it while you're not doing swings, and then try to express that idea while you're doing your swings themselves. A simple tip would be practice doing your presses and your squats while squeezing the quarter, and that should help the body automatically translate that to doing swings. The last simple factor with doing kettlebell swings is just going to be a simple breathing pattern. Now, there are going to be a lot of different ways that you can breathe with kettlebell swinging. The simplest way is to breathe in at my backswing and out when my hips drive. So I might breathe in sharply through my nose or even in heavily through my mouth. And then as I get to the top of that swing, I'm going to breathe either sharply through my mouth or with a nice puffed up cheek. I like to puff my cheeks up when I breathe. That sort of blowing out a birthday candle feeling. So the 4 components when I'm doing my kettlebell swings are going to be keeping the kettlebell above the knees on my backswing, keeping the kettlebell about chest height on my upswing, making sure that I'm squeezing the quarter with my glutes on the upswing, and making sure that I'm breathing, preferably in at my backswing and out as I drive my hips on the way up. Try them out. Keep your rep counts pretty low, maybe 10 swings, not more than 15 in the beginning, and let me know what you think. We might do as many as 3 to 5 sets of 10 in a swing practice, and just look at it as practicing the movement, not necessarily trying to give yourself a swing workout just yet. You'll get a good workout, you'll get strength as a residual, but safety and effectiveness are going to be our primary goal when practicing a two-handed swing. This is Mujib from North Country Kettlebells talking about two-handed swings.